How is everybody doing? It's your boy Flipkiki here, your coach of the Philadelphia Flygons, and welcome to Week 7 of the HDL. Now, last week, the roughest of rough, my first ever 6-0 loss in HDL history was handed to me, and the first ever 3-game losing streak in Philadelphia Flygons history was, it happened last week. Bit bad. Just watching the top right. It's a short video because Sandy beat my ass. But this week, we are playing Tyler, the reigning Season 2 champion of the Fullmetal Alcremie. Also, by the way, I'm now in 12th place with a -15 differential. Second to last. I need a win because I have the bye next week. So if I actually win this week, I go into the bye and I come out of the bye 4-4 because you get a free win with your bye. You get a free 1-0 win. So I could be even 500 going into week 9. So a win this week is it's vital. It's vital. I spiced up the team that we are playing. I got rid of the week record because I've played in weeks twice, so what's the point? So instead I have the head-to-head and the all-time differential, and every time I have played a certain coach of a team. So Season 1, Week 6, I beat him 1-0. Season 1 semifinals, I lost to him 5-0, and then last season I won 2-0. Again, video in the top right if you want to go watch that one. But his team is bulky, and it's scary. When he feels like winning, he wins, and when he doesn't feel like winning, he loses. That's usually how Tyler goes. When he wins by a lot, and when he loses close. Pretty much the opposite for me. If I lose badly, and if I win close. So he's rocking Garchomp, Araquanid, Arcanine, Registeel, Drapion, Super Gourgeist, Mega Diancie, Tornado Steering, Conkeldurr, and Raichu. Because this week is so important, I prepped really hard. It's reconnecting. Okay. So this might be the best, my favorite team I've ever made. Not that I've ever made, but my favorite team this season by a long shot. Either that or the Kevin team I've already made. But this team is so solid, and I'm very happy how this turned out. So this team builder might be a little long. Red Card Rillaboom. Red Card Vanillix won me the game against him last season. He doesn't like Red Card. He always makes a big deal whenever someone brings Red Card. I'm bringing Red Card. This Red Card Rillaboom set is stupid fake out for free damage. I mean, if they're in grassy terrain, yuck. I mean, it's not going to do that much. But it's a funny turn, and it gives me an extra healing turn as well if Rillaboom is chipped. So that's a nice thing. I'm running Drum Beating instead of Grassy Glide and Drain Punch and Bulk Up. The amount of calcs I have for this thing that this thing can kill, if it's at +2, it can like OHKO some things. If it's at +1, it can 2-KO some things, and then also get 2-KO'd by certain damage. I didn't write all the calcs down. I probably should have. I probably need to run them again and write them down because there's a lot of calcs that I ran. Figure out what this thing survives, what this thing can 2-KO with a certain thing. So speed investment, Drum Beating, Scarf Garchomp is a problem. Okay, Scarf Garchomp is a very big problem. At -2, this thing outspeeds a -2 Scarf Garchomp. Drum Beating should 3-KO as well in that case. If I get a Bulk Up, if something's trying to speed me, if Garchomp has like Swords Dances up or something's trying to sweep me, like Diancie got Calm Minds up, Red Card switches out, they don't sweep me anymore, even if Rillaboom dies. Like, this Rillaboom does so much, it can do so many different things, it's crazy. I need to look at the calcs again because there's a lot of calcs for this thing, but hopefully this thing puts in a lot of work. Florges has Rain Dance, I will get back to that, and I will get back to this Chinese-ass spread. This is also something I'll get back to. Mega Beedrill. This is pretty simple. Jolly, Adamant, I still outspeed Jolly Torn, which is insane. I didn't think 145 would outspeed Jolly 121, but it does. His speed tiers are very weird because now I know Jolly Max Speed Beedrill outspeeds a Jolly Max Speed 80 base 80 Scarfer. But he has 95s and then like 350s. So I can just run Adamant with this. Any Scarfers that he's going to have, I'm not going to outspeed, or I'm going to outspeed if they're really slow Scarfers. So there's no point in running Jolly. I just run max speed with the attack. I'm never going to get cute with HP investment. I'm just going to run max speed, max attack, Adamant. It also has Fell Stinger. Fell Stinger could be funny if you leave something in to get revenge killed by this thing. And Fell Stinger does a deceptive amount of damage. Fell Stinger is base 50. That thing hits like a truck. That Fell Stinger does 50% to a Garchomp, okay? It's stupid. Drill Run is literally only for Registeel, basically. I think that's really it. I needed something to hit Registeel. Drill Run will hit the Registeel. Well, you say, why not Brick Break? Well, if Arcanine's switching into something, also it hits Diancie when Brick Break doesn't. Raichu as well, it can hit. So it's better coverage-wise. I'm not going to run Brick Break. May want to run Brick Break. I'm debating on changing it from Brick Break. I feel like I ran Drill Run for a reason, but if he runs Screens, then Brick Break might actually be useful. I'll debate. I might change it. Rotom Heat. This speed tier outspeeds max speed. Not Adamant Garchomp. 290 does something. Max speed, Adamant, something. Again, I need to look at the speed tiers and write everything down. I'm sorry, I don't have the information this time when I usually do. But this thing has Trick. Now, Trick, I very much intend on clicking Trick this time. Usually I just throw Trick on these choice sets whenever I don't know what other move to put on it. But I very much intend on clicking Trick this time, because Garchomp gets completely neutered by Trick unless he's running Special Garchomp. If he's running Physical, Diancie gets neutered. If he's running, or just any Registeel, I click Trick on it. What was the Conkeldurr? Trick, even though he doesn't have his Flame Warp anymore. I mean, if he has, I mean, it might be worth choicing him into something, or getting the Trick off before he can even get the Flame Warp up. But the bad thing is I would be Trick, like this I might lead with this, and if I get a good lead, I might just Trick turn 1, and then Volt Switch the turn after. Like, it just depends. And even if I don't get the opportunity, I have Overheat hitting like a truck, I have Volt Switch hitting like a truck, and I have Thunder because I have Rain on Florges. I have a backup plan. Floatzel in the Rain does a shocking amount of work. I have to run Jolly still because this thing needs to outspeed Garchomp naturally outside of the Rain, because I might be in a situation where I need to kill Garchomp outside of the Rain when it just needs to die, so I need to be faster than Garchomp if it's not Scarfed out of the Rain. So I need to run Jolly, which is sad. But this thing is more just a fast thing that'll do like 70% to everything. Ice Punch, I'm running Physical because I looked at it. Physical is a better idea. Ice Punch for Torn, for Chomp. Liquidation is just Stab. It hits well. Low Kick is for Registeel, and Aqua Jet is to finish things off if something's Scarfed and faster than me when it's out of Rain, or I just need to hit something real quick, or just know for a fact it's going to die. Aqua Jet is fun. This thing could just be a late game sweeper or cleaner. If I know Florges is going to die, I can get one last Rain Dance off. Cool. This Chinese ass spread on this thing. Max HP is great. This Spadef lets it take... I put the rest in Spadef. That defense lets it take Garchomp Earthquakes like a champ. Speed, that speed is to outcreep max speed Conk and just kill it with Moonblast as Toxic and Synthesis. I really should have been writing down all the calcs I did, I am realizing, and I am rambling a lot this team builder, apologies, but again, these spreads are very weird, but they work in all the situations. Like, I took a long time EVing these mons because these spreads work somehow. That special attack has a solid chance to Oko Conkeldurr. I think it's like 80% to Oko Conkeldurr. It guaranteed 2 Ko's Tornadus if it's not Assault Vest. And obviously 2 Ko's Chomp. It's not going to kill Chomp. But then I have the defense and the Spadef investment to eat like both hits from things. This defense, this lives Banded Chomp Earthquake reliably. Banded Chomp Adamant Earthquake. This lives. Diamond Storm eats it up. I think Diamond Storm's a 3-ko from Diancie. Like, this thing's stupid. This thing will just be handing out Toxics. It's Arcanine is a prime Toxic target, especially if he's running Morning Sun, which is where the Rain also helps, because if the Rain's up, Morning Sun will do less. It'll also neuter its Flare Blitzes. The only problem is it might give Tornadus 100% accuracy Hurricanes. We're just going to hope he's not bringing Hurricane, or he's just not bringing Torn, period. That would be great. Assault Vest Mudsdale might be one of my favorite sets I have ever made. Let me tell you the story of Assault Vest Mudsdale. First off, let me get rid of Low Sleep for Rock Slide. I was going heavy on the speed control. The Rock Slide will 2-ko Tornadus. Hurricane is a 3-hit KO on this Mudsdale, with no SPDEF investment, mind you, in Assault Vest. This thing will live reliably a Guts-boosted close combat from a max attack Adamant Conkelder. Kills back with counter. Same thing with Araquanid Liquidation. I don't think it lives if it's banded Araquanid, but if it's like normal Araquanid, just max attack to Liquidation, lives it, kills back with counter. Garchomp. I think if it EQs me, counter does like 70%. Beautiful. Heavy Slam confidently OHKOs. No, so does High Horsepower. Confidently OHKOs Diancie. Rock Slide, like I said, is a 2-ko still on Torn. What other scary special attacker? I'm looking here. Brapion, I obviously blank with this. It was mostly just Torn. Random moves Torn was going to hit. This thing still threatens Torn. Like, the fact that Hurricane's a 3-ko? Yuck. Okay? Yuck. That's basically it. Like, this team, like, the EV spreads on this are dirty. Like, they're nasty. Okay? I need to DM these to your room so we can be very confused on all these spreads. But, wow. If I can utilize this team to its fullest potential, I will be very, very happy. I usually do pretty decent against Tile in the regular season. I play against them half decent. I just have to play smart. I've been trying to get back into learning how to play better, watching some of my old videos, seeing what moves I could have played better, just getting into the mindset of battling more instead of just battling once a week and expecting to be good. But yeah, I just need to play well. What I need to do is assess the lead, okay? What I should start doing in this team builder is assess the lead. What is a good lead for me? Rotom is a good lead, but I can see him leading Garchomp. If he leads Garchomp, that's bad, but I trick turn 1. And then I get the fuck out right into Florges, right? Florges is the switch in, or would Rillaboom be? You can't, the problem is with Rillaboom, I can't switch it in. Unless something's going to try and sweep me, or something's going to kill something I don't want to kill. I switch Rillaboom in, and that makes them switch out. I mean, they can come right back in, but I get a bulk up when they try and switch right back in. The thing is, I switch in Rillaboom on something that it wants to set up on. Like if Registeel kills him on, or it switches, it sets up on him on it doesn't want to be in on. Like if Araquanid kills something, if Registeel kills something, if Arcanine kills something, right? I switch in Rillaboom and bulk up in its face. Maybe not Arcanine, because Arcanine will just OHKO Rillaboom. Anything else, I bulk up in its face. Because Conk, I live the CC, bulk up in its face, Drain Punch it, the second one doesn't kill me, and then I Drum Beat. These sets are crazy. I need to DM Yaroon and write down these calcs. But hopefully I don't forget them, and hopefully I get a good lead this week. Fingers crossed. I probably won't, but here's to hoping. But without further ado, let's get into the battle. All right, we are here. I'm taking a completely new approach to this game. I have been in the lab. I have been studying. I'm using this more of a learning experience, and I'm changing up my approach a lot. This is a bout. This is a battle, and I need to win this war. This is a mini war right here. So first question I need to ask, what do I have that he cannot guard against? Not much. Actually, if I'm being honest, Mudsdale does a considerable amount of work in this game if Araquanid is down. So Mudsdale is actually a pretty good bring. I mean, the counter set I had for Conk, he doesn't have, but Assault Vest is great right now, actually, especially if that's a weird special Garchomp. So Mudsdale actually does a good amount of work here. I'm actually not afraid leading Mudsdale unless he leads Araquanid. What does he have that I can't guard against? A Banded Chomp or a Scarf Garchomp is extremely scary. Banded Araquanid would also be kind of bad. I do have Rotom to outspeed and hit it with Thunder if Rain is up, but I could give it Water Bubble if that is the case. But Mudsdale actually does a good amount of work in this matchup. It does lose one-on-one to Araquanid, though. So, what would I go if I lead Mudsdale and he leads Araquanid. Araquanid might get webs up, and then I can get Rotom. Specs on Araquanid would also not be bad. I mean, if Mudsdale's my most valuable Mon, I think that's risky. Is he gonna lead Chomp? I think Rotom, though, however, is my lead, because even if he does lead Chomp, just the lead's the problem. I think his lead's Araquanid. His lead's Araquanid or Registeel. I gotta go Rotom. He hasn't even picked his lead yet. So, I mean, Mudsdale does a lot of work in this matchup, no doubt. And I'm gonna need to get Grassy Surge up a couple times to get Mudsdale. Now, Mudsdale runs the team if Araquanid's dead. If Chomp and Araquanid are both dead, then Beedrill has a field day. If Beedrill can get a Fell Stinger revenge kill on something, then it just runs through the team. Scarf Chomp is important, so I need Chomp to come in on a Rotom, is what I need to do, actually. So if I lead Rotom and he leads Araquanid, I trick turn 1. I think that's my move. That might be my move. Raichu could also be the counter there if I go Rotom. I might end up tricking it to Raichu. I could also just go Beedrill. Going Beedrill on Araquanid is also pretty decent, because then I can go... I might be able to go hard Rotom. Rotom does lose... Rotom doesn't lose to any lead but Chomp. So... I like Rotom here. Rotom actually does decent work. We shall see. Rotom against Raichu. Now this lead is interesting. But the thing is, he can't hit me. He can't hit me. I don't know what this thing's gonna have. But this thing can't hit me, and I get an overheat off. He's gonna have to switch. But he's gonna have to switch something into an overheat. Even if he switches Arcanine into an overheat, like... Or he might be switching Chomp into an overheat. Or he could be staying in. I honestly don't know what Raichu can do. So we'll look up Raichu. It could be Nasty Plot. It gets Surf. It does get Surf, but if he stays in to take this overheat, he dies. I'm Specs. But if he switches Chomp into this overheat, I think I use Red Card Rillaboom right away to eat whatever the Chomp hit is. I go overheat. Fake out. Okay. He faked me out. I did stay in. Now the question is, does he try and do something interesting? I mean, my play still stands. I still just overheat, I think. Because he got a little bit of chip on me, that's fine. If he tries the nasty here, I eat a Surf as well. Overheat. Would he try and switch in Chomp? I mean, he'll see that I didn't switch. He'll know that I wanted to stay in now. But damage on Chomp would still be nice. It might start... If I put Chip on Chomp, it could put it into Florges range. So, I think Overheat is still the play. Okay, Chomp. 32 is actually... It's Lefty's Chomp. That is huge. Lefty's Chomp is amazing for me. Lefty's Chomp is exactly what I wanted to see. But now that it's Lefty's Chomp, this could be an SD or something. So I think... Okay. Now that this is Lefty's Chomp... Okay, so Specs had 32% to Garchomp. I mean, this is... Okay. So he's like max HP. He's max HP. This might be Rocks. And if he gets an SD up, Rillaboom will still help him out. So I think Rillaboom's the play here. Even if he goes to hit me. Whirlpool. He gets switched out.
Hello there.
That's not good for me. I mean, Arcanine coming in is not the best with Red Card. But that's Whirlpool? He went for funny, stall, Garchomp. Okay. Fake out. Chip. That's Chip. This is the thing I want to give specs to. If I'm being honest. This thing... See, I don't even know what the counter could be to this. I mean, I have Mudsdale. Mudsdale eats anything Arcanine does, right? Arcanine. Mudsdale. Mudsdale eats everything for free. Mudsdale eats everything. Yeah. Damn. Mother of Pearl. That is Banded Arcanine. That is Choice Banded Arcanine. 100%. 100% Choice Band. That did 55 to 65 if he's banded. What did that do? Yeah, 59. That's banded. If I'm +1 defense now, does 37 to 44. He needs a max roll. High horsepower would just kill him. High horsepower would just kill him. I would probably need another turn. I kind of want another turn of the recovery to take this hit. Mudsdale is already chipped heavy. Or do I go Rotom if he's banded? What does it do to Rotom if we know he's banded? Another Flare Blitz does more than I would like Rotom to take. But I need Mudsdale not as chipped as he is at the moment. Do I take this kill? Because if this is dead, that's another thing for Beedrill to start taking care of. Beedrill likes to see this thing dead, but I don't want to see my team overly chipped. I think I play it a little bit safer and go for the kill here, but I need Mudsdale. He might just switch out as well. He went Araquanid. And I missed my high horsepower anyway. Oh my goodness. I missed it anyway. Which, am I surprised? No. Hashtag Wade Luck. Like, really? I missed a high horsepower. So, Mudsdale would have just died there if he stayed in. Araquanid, Thunder has a chance to kill Araquanid, but if he's clicking Liquidation right now, on a +1 Mudsdale, he's killing me. He is killing me. Now, was it due to Rillaboom? Not much. He could predict the switch and Leech Life me here. Rotom's dead to a Liquidation. I'm dead to a Liquidation if I stay in, and I need Mudsdale. Now, who's not very valuable? Rillaboom is not very valuable in this game, and I need him for that. Floatzel's weak. Beedrill cannot take this hit, and if this is a Liquidation, I need to go Rillaboom. He put webs up, which I could have honestly seen coming. Now, I got Fake Out for Chip. I get to see an item. Okay. So, we now know this thing is not lefties. It could be boots. I do outspeed this. What does a +1 Drum Beating do? Drum Beating does a lot at +1. However, he might just click Leech Life here. But if I bulk up at +1 defense, now am I predicting the Leech Life? Because I could just go Rotom on this Leech Life right now. And it will do nothing. It's a 50-50. Now, is the better play going Rotom to eat this Leech Life? Or if I stay in and bulk up, Leech Life's going to give him 7.2 to 8.4%, which will put him... If I bulk up, he hits me. I drum beating him the next turn, he doesn't die, and then he kills me. But if he reads this switch and goes for a liquidation here, he hasn't really been predicting me. This could be the condition. This is a bit difficult. I think I'm gonna go for it. Rotom. Leech Life. Okay, that's big. That is big. So now the question is he gonna switch out? Most likely. I mean, I have a Thunder to hit. He doesn't want to take a Volt Switch on this thing. He knows he's getting pivoted on right now. Now, if I trick him, if I trick on this switch, he might switch in Raichu, or he's going to switch in Garchomp. Now, he switched in Garchomp last time this thing was in. So, I trick, right? Nope. Bad item. Bad idea. He stayed in, just liquidationed me. Very interesting. This thing now has a Koba Berry. Well, it has Choice Specs now. So now he's stuck with Specs. Where I have to go Rillaboom. -1, I should still outspeed this. Fake out again. That was iffy. I don't know if that was the correct play. I was a 50-50 more or less. But he brought in Garchomp last time that was in. So I really don't know. I really don't know if that was the correct play or not. Now the question is, do I just bulk up now? I think I need the fake out chip. I need the fake out chip no matter what. That's upsetting. If I just thundered there, this thing was dead. I could have missed the thunder. Now, Floatzel in the rain, honestly, isn't looking like it's going to kill anything. I need to start cycling Beedrill. Beedrill needs to start cycling, but my source of pivot is gone. This is an Air Slash coming right now. I did not bring Defog, so I have to deal with these webs for the rest of the game. I forgot I didn't bring Defog. I brought Synthesis on Florges instead. Oh, that's upsetting. Because now Beedrill is completely neutered. Beedrill is completely neutered now. These webs are a problem. However, this is probably a nasty plot. This is probably a nasty plot, if I had to guess. I would be shocked if this wasn't a nasty plot. Now, do I think he's just going to try and hit me? Or do I go for the drum beating? And then Mudsdale's going to have to come in and hope that the Rock Slide will be enough. I need the drum beating for damage here. Air Slash, he's going to flinch me. Wade Luck. Wade Luck. I mean, now you just can't make this up because he gets a nasty plot for free now. He gets a nasty plot completely for free now. Because this is 100% nasty plot, because it's running air slash and not... I don't think Floatzel even kills with an Ice Punch. No, does not. I think I have to let this thing go. I think I have to let Rillaboom go. I mean, Rillaboom is like my only answer for Registeel. Or I can just go hard Florges right now. What does Air Slash do to Florges? Not much. I mean, Moonblast does a lot back. Well, Florges is my answer. Yeah, 21. No, nothing. And he's probably AV in this case. Now, is he going to go Registeel in this Toxic? If he does go Registeel in this Toxic, I have a shot for Rillaboom. So what I might do is just double switch right into Rillaboom. I have to do something aggressive here. I think he's the type to bring in Registeel. He's the type to bring in Registeel. But I haven't conditioned him yet. So what would he do? Would he bring in Registeel, assuming that a Toxic's about to go down right now? Or a Fairy move, for that matter? And do I double switch? Or do I go more into Mudsdale? Maybe Mudsdale's the better double switch. Mudsdale's the better double switch here. Mudsdale? No, he taunted me. Either way, I just got Mudsdale in for free on that. Okay, that's a little bit of momentum building. He's not healing from the grassy terrain, which is a massive plus. Now, Mudsdale only has Rock Slide. Again, big prediction turn here. I wouldn't bring in Mudsdale if I don't have a ground move, obviously. So, do I click High Horsepower, assuming he's going to stay in? Or do I click Rock Slide for damage? I think this 100% safer play here is clicking Rock Slide. If he switches something else in, let's say he switches Registeel in, I still click High Horsepower twice on Registeel. He switches Arcanine in, it's still super effective. Rock Slide's 100% better value. Garchomp's fine. Okay, so it's lefties. Rock Slide did nothing. So I know I really can't hit this thing. And if he's going to click Whirlpool again, I have Floatzel. Does Floatzel kill bulky Garchomp? Does Floatzel kill tanky Garchomp? No. Floatzel, you're killing me. This might be another Whirlpool. I honestly don't know what this thing's going to do. I don't know if... I don't think it's Floatzel time yet, though. This would be where I'd bring in Rotom. But, I mean, his team is barely even shipped. If I keep bringing in Rillaboom, I'm going to keep healing his team. Now, the last thing he wants to do is Whirlpool Florges. I switch Florges back in. He's going to do Whirlpool to Florges? Rocks. So now I have to deal with rocks. It's not good. I did not bring Defog. Which is coming to bite me in the ass now. Because now I have to deal with entry hazards. Especially for the bee. The bee's going to have to come in and just wreck house. This thing is probably switching out. Probably going Reggie. So... I mean, what did he bring in on Florges last time? He stayed in, actually. This is Whirlpool Stealth Rock. I think Moonblast is still better value no matter what. Toxic. I get value out of Moonblast. Big damage. He's just max HP. So now we know he's just max HP. Is he just going to sack this thing? He's going to sack this thing or move on. Now, if I kill this, what comes in? Registeel, probably. Or Arcanine comes in. Now, the last thing he wants to do... Now, hear me out here. If he wants this to die. He wants this thing to get sacked so we can bring in Arcanine. So... what I do is he's trying to let this thing die. So what I do is bring Rillaboom back in. Because if I bring Rillaboom back in and kill this thing, I give Mudsdale... hold on. The better play here is Mudsdale. Because if I switch in Mudsdale, he can't bring in Arcanine. Right? Because if I just kill this thing, Arcanine comes in and hits anything with a Flare Blitz. Anything. Actually, no, I click Rain Dance. Because now this thing deals with Chomp, this thing doesn't deal with anything else. Okay, he just brought Registeel. I should have gone I should have just gone... Okay. I didn't think he would sack it. I didn't think he would not sack it. So now, what I can do is I can set up on this with Rillaboom. Unless he tried to hit me. Iron Defense. I can do this all day, buddy. I can do this all day.
He's gonna kick me again, isn't he?
I've not killed him on in 2 weeks. I've gotten 6-0'd 2 weeks in a row. Wow. I was happy with these sets, too. Like, it's almost like I don't even want to put the video out, because it feels like a waste of time. And it's almost, I'm not even pissed off. I'm just shocked. Almost. It's just like, I haven't killed him on in 2 weeks. Man. I have not killed him on in 2 weeks. But I'm almost not even pissed off at how I played. There's almost nothing I could do to some of those sets. Like, there wasn't shit I could do to some of them. Like, the sets, I could have done all I wanted, but that team was just far too bulky for my team to handle. And it's, again, part of it's on me for not having a good team. But yeah, we're going to go 3 weeks in the HDL. This is also officially the longest, by far the longest losing streak I've ever had. I've never lost 3 weeks in a row coming into this week, and now I have lost 4 weeks in a row. On top of that, I have not killed him on in 2 weeks. My differential is even worse now. I'm now 2-5 with a -21 differential. We are going to be in dead last after this week, which is very disappointing. And there's a hole to climb coming out of this. Like, wow. Wow. I'm not dropping out. I am not dropping out because I have come too far. Taking all this time to make all these videos to drop out would be... yeah. But I feel like I was thinking properly. I was playing the way I could have. It was just some of those mods I just could not crack. The Trick Turn with Rotom was bad, but it was a 50-50. Last time on Rotom, he brought in Garchomp, so I thought he would switch. Because he didn't want to take a Volt Switch and preserve Araquanid. I let him set up, but again, what did I have for him to let him not set up? I mean, I set up with him, but if I kept Drain Punching him, what was I gonna do? I think if I kept Drain Punching him, I still had no shot. Like, I'm gonna run the calc right now. He was still max defense. He was 100% max defense. And if I just rolled up with Rillaboom and started Drain Punching him, that would have done 27% with him at neutral. It would have done 27. Neutral, it would have done 27. So, like, the second Registeel came in, I lost. The second that Registeel came in, I lost. Because I had nothing for it. My Rotom was dead. The thing I had for it was dead. If I went hard Floatzel, that would have given him a free Iron Defense, and then it also does 24 29. So I had nothing I could do. The second Registeel came in, I lost. Because Rotom was dead. Because I lost that 50-50 early with Rotom, which I should not have done. I should not have risked Rotom like that. I should have just Volt Switched. But if you went Chomp, then I had to switch something in the Chomp, which meant Arcanine got a free Flare Blitz again. Damn. That's just upsetting. That's just upsetting. Dead last. Dead fucking last. Ooh. I've been rambling, but I just need to get it off the chest because, wow. Wow. Rough times for the Philadelphia Flygons. But I get to go to college and take a break. Take a week off. It will be 3 weeks before I kill him on. I think that's the longest drought in HDL history as well. 3 weeks to kill him on. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep the chin up and just try to improve. I mean, I'm not super pissed on how I played. It was just more just the sets I have were not for those mons, and the matchup was atrocious. The matchup was bad. The matchup was real fucking bad. And my team is really not that good. I did not do a good job of drafting, and I am now stuck with it. So, yeah. But see y'all week 9. Hopefully for me to kill a mon. That'd be nice. But otherwise, peace.